Hello, and welcome to Gyossait. I hope you guys are ready for this one. So, we start out witnessing the beheading of our main character, godlike being known as Oyatya, I believe. Don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. And, yep, we are going down to Earth to look for someone. The titular character. So yeah, this is a Newgrounds game, and somebody in the thread has already complained about the controls, and that holds true. The controls aren't very good. Anyway, this is our main character. We just move around with the arrow keys. The controls are explained to us by these signs, and they're not really that complicated. It's just, I don't know, flash game, floaty physics. And we still have lowercase text in the background to narrate everything. But, you know, whatever. It's a staple right now. Not really that bothersome, in my opinion. So these trees are our checkpoints. Every time we die, we'll be revived at them somehow. We're not exactly mortal, but we're not exactly immortal. I don't know how that works. Anyway, we hold down and we can bring out a shield that reflects long-range attacks, I suppose. And only long-range attacks. That red thing is a key. We just take it to a door with the same symbol and it'll open up. Those bell things activate things like platforms or open doors, things like that. Most of the water is harmful and will die the moment we touch it. Everything we've been fighting so far used to be relatively human. But they all appear to be under the control of something. Something female, from what we gathered of the text. It's possible to kill enemies that didn't shoot at you using projectiles shot at you. But, I don't think that's gonna happen during this recording. Also, this is one of those games that has achievements, which in Newgrounds are called medals, so that's a little annoying. They're not gonna show up during my recording because, you know. I went ahead and got them all beforehand. Also, the water is equally harmful to human beings that are under control of what's-her-face. It's not super clear what exactly is going on with the text, but supposedly the color of the text tells you exactly who is talking to you. But it's still not completely clear in my opinion. This game is pretty linear, really, considering. There are some shortcuts that we could take here, but I might not end up taking them during the recording, but just assume that there's more than one way to reach almost anything, and that it's not necessarily necessary. It's not necessary to kill everything in your path. I'm just doing it because why not? Minimize the amounts of times that your corpse gets thrown around. Which can be nice, because, you know, it's fun to see your corpse fly around and actually leave a mark in the world. Even if it's a simple game like this one. I don't know if it's clear, but those pink things have been propelling us upwards. And yeah, I don't know if you read that, but somebody is talking to us about a missing heart. So I guess we'll keep a lookout for that. See if we can't return it or use it for ourselves, whatever. Right there, I could have just jumped over to under the platform to the left, etc. I had a part of the recording where I show off an alternate way to get around this, but nah, scrapped it. We go over things that we've already seen. So yeah, when you die in spikes or water, or the key is in spikes and water, it'll teleport to you as soon as you get nearby. Which I think is pretty nice. It's a pretty easy solution to avoid people getting stuck. Pretty guy, huh? Very happy about something. Should probably blink more, though. A connoisseur of tears, apparently. You can tell them apart just by looking at them. I don't know how he can see the tears if we're wearing a mask, though. I mean, I guess he just assumes because we've taken a sobbing posture. Anyway, that flower lady, or that lady that was interested in flowers, apparently, became a bloody river. But it's okay. She ended up growing flowers. Yeah. This sure is brutality pictured here. Anyway, the flowers are machine guns. Here we are with our machine guns. Our machine guns can kill enemies and break blocks. And we're gonna be out of blocks very quickly, actually. So, we're mostly gonna be killing enemies with our gun. But we can choose not to. Again, separate recording, not gonna show it off, but we'll see what happens if you choose not to kill. At the very least, not kill human-like creatures. That dog is very sassy, and supposedly only has one eye. Anyway, there are two paths in this area. We can take the peaceful path, or we can just circumvent that with our gun. If we touch water, we lose our gun, and our head becomes not a mass of blood or flames, or a combination of the two. Which is pretty metal, if I must say so, but at the same time it's kind of ugly looking. Anyway, we got a key, and we go kill things. Our bullets can destroy enemy projectiles, by the way, so don't worry about getting shot, just open fire as quickly as possible. We have no choice but to lose our machine gun flower. Anytime that a platform is created, or an object can be pushed and you stand on it, you'll slide on it, which is one of the sources of, yeah, this game has bad controls, but that seems more like a result of, you know, what you have to do when you're programming a game. I think this game was supposedly made in stencil, but I can't remember exactly if this is the one or not. And I guess that stencil's defaults for movable objects and appearing platforms do not mesh well with whatever movement coding was being used here. I don't know if that was ever fixed. I haven't used stencil personally to create anything. Anyway, we're in the chambers of that very happy, grinny bastard, whatever the fuck. And using a gun here is kind of a bad idea. It's kind of difficult to do what we want, so let's just get myself killed. And let's just not use our gun to kill this thing. All we have to do is jump into those three thingies. And that's pretty much it. I guess there's life support capsules for a giant head. And somehow that tears off the face and reveals a corpse and a heart. So, yeah, there we go. Mission accomplished. We found the heart. And a person. Probably not the person we actually came in here for, but, you know, whatever. I'm willing to take half a win. Right? But no, the game will just make us continue. So, but thou must. That is a very pretty heart. Look at that beat. Pumping blood everywhere. And by everywhere, I mean nowhere, because it's not connected to anything right now, you know? Anyway, we fall down this tunnel full of magical flying candle squids. And the dog is being cryptic, and that's par for the course, nobody cares. These things blow air that push you a lot if you don't have your shield out, and are very difficult to, you know, circumvent if you have shitty timing, or if you jump before you know that they're there, or whatever. But it's not like they're in anywhere dangerous right now. They're not gonna push you into spikes or water or enemies, so. This is your introduction to them. Hello, Giant Face. Goodbye, Giant Face. Keep going up, jump here, jump there, jump everywhere. I don't know why these blowy things are here. They don't really do a lot. Sometimes, if you're quick, you'll see one of the candle squids floating up here. You can race it to the top. Oh, that's weird. That human being creature died there. And now there's tiny vibrating eyes everywhere. Random. I mean, the whispering is also kind of like a telltale sign that something happened, but who cares about the whispering? Alright, floating corpses. Aww. The dog is no more than a splotch on the ground now. Maybe a pelt. Yeah, there we go. Getting pushed off. Can't really fight against the wind in midair because we can't bring out a shield in midair, which is a problem. So we just time it. And we got a dog's head. Again, I don't really see how you can tell that it only has one eye and sprite form, but whatever. Can't do much about that. So we take this to the mask, and that's our key for the mask door. Random runes, pile of corpses, can't read them. Some sort of wizard lady down there, and it transformed into some sort of creature. I want to say they're spiders, but I don't know. She has stopped sleeping, huh? Right, whatever you say, sign. Oh, what was that flashing there? Ah, who cares? Alright. So this is another section that we can either use a gun in or not. I am going to opt to use the gun because I decided that jumping down there and immediately getting killed by one of those witch spiders or whatever the heck they are was not cool. And I don't know this yet, but it turns out that those blowing air fan things, you can kill them. And without a shield, you obviously can't stop yourself from being pushed by them, so it's kind of necessary to kill them. That'll be very quick and precise with your jumps. That's also an option. Oh, and to the right is nothing, by the way. There's a pit over water. And another spider thing, and a couple of new enemies. These enemies, the ones with giant blood crosses, and that fire 3 shots. Not really important. Don't really matter. You could consider it an introduction to them, but, you know, it's a lot easier to just ignore them. Another pushable block, some water to turn back into a human. You know, the usual. We're close to the end now, by the way. You can't tell. Of course, I think I'm gonna die in this process, but, you know, whatever. I've cleared the path sufficiently, I think. And with the way we clear the path, I think we can actually take one of the guns with us. Yeah, there we go. The last gun that we can pick up, so... lucky. I mean, unlucky that it's the last one, but lucky that we still had one left. Yeah, as you can see, that guy managed to shoot something, but we destroyed the gun. The bullet. So that's nice. Lots of water, broken windows, that one guy guarding our key. Not really a whole lot happening here. As soon as we touch that pink stuff, we get teleported over here. Enjoy the scenery a little. And we start to cry in front of this apparently headless woman. And we get grabbed, and the long tree arm of the law sends us to the bottom half of an upside down pyramid. So if you killed humans, you start this area off with a gun, and it's set up this way. Our target, the person we were looking for, is over here to the left. And obviously because we have a gun, she has a gun. And, you know, two people with guns in a closed room. There's really only one way this can go down. We're gonna shoot each other until it makes sense. To shoot each other, I mean. I don't see why the flaming mass of Bloodhead over here and the apparently red-headed masked gun-toting demon lady can't just talk out their differences, but, you know. What am I, some sort of relationship advisor? Maybe this is just things, the way things work between gods in the future. Post-apocalyptic future. So yeah, I have to backtrack all the way up there to try to fight her again, and she's been chasing my body since it spawned, so she's somewhere in the middle bottom. The bullets can actually leave the screen, so that's nice. But I kind of try to keep her in frame for the recording, so we can see how she changes as she takes damage. There's a whole lot of changes. Her hair turns more red and less black, and that's pretty much most of it. Yep, see? Oh, I didn't realize that we were also destroying her wings. Anyway, we completely eviscerate her, apparently. Mutilate her. And she sprouts a mortal-sized version of herself. And here's the bad ending. In the background you can see that tower grow towards the star thing over there. Supposedly these words are either Oyatia or Gyossait. Gyossait is the lady, Oyatia is our main character, who has become some sort of bloody pile of nerve-looking things over there to the left. We remain separated, and yep, this is sad. We came down here to look for her, and we ended up shooting the crap out of her. And again, I'm not sure if the dialogue is supposed to be us addressing her or her addressing us. Or both addressing each other, really, because of the mixture of colors. It could be that. So yeah. Amon26 has a plot explanation on his Newgrounds blog, so we could look at that. So after this thing is done... Well, okay, I guess I should explain right now from what I remember. Gyossait killed the humans, and we created the humans for Gyossait as a gift. We got angry because she killed our children, so we took it out on her, which kind of was bad, but by that point she had already caused the apocalypse. And this game starts when we go to reconcile with her, because we miss her, and we regretted our actions. Anyway, this is what happens if we don't kill any of the humans, if we use our shield to reflect shots and try to avoid using the gun. These gun nymphs... Anyway, that gun nymph killed me, I guess. These gun nymphs appear, and Gyossait is in the middle, and she looks kind of peaceful, but we still for some reason need to kill her with, you know, bullets. So we're going to use the gun nymph's weapons and slowly tear down that tree. That is our ex-wife. Really ridiculously easy in comparison. Like, the only reason that I died was because I was trying to find a good camera angle and I wasn't really trying to use the shield. And here we go. We take off our mask and we're also a red-headed human being, apparently. Still dressed in white armor, apparently, but whatever, you know. You can see the fire going out in the place where the tower would be sprouting in the bad ending. And, you know, everything is green and doesn't look like it's been destroyed or has horribly shaped trees growing out of it. The reason that Gyossait apparently killed all the humans was because, you know, we were mistreating Mother Earth, blah blah blah. So she saw that as an insult, so she killed all the humans. We saw that as an insult because we created the humans and they were a gift to her. So we took it out on her, blah blah blah. The humans that survived were constantly worrying about, you know, like, oh, we're gonna die, like, this is essentially the apocalypse and we're still dying. And the earth is against us and poisonous and everything. So we go down there and it turns out that one of the humans has gained the heart of our ex-wife, who is a goddess, who is the earth. And that's who we killed. Crazy Mr. Happy Face. And, you know, he laments the fact that we didn't come down here for human beings. So we spent most of the game crying because, you know, we're killing humans and we killed her and we regret both actions, but they're both kind of necessary. But we're on the path to get our beloved back, and apparently that ended up being more important. So, yep, that was Gyossait. Relatively a very short game. I agree that the controls were bad, but that's because I don't really like using a keyboard to control anything in Flash. But what can you do? So thanks for joining me. That was the entire trilogy of Amon 26 games. There's a Director's Cut version if you want to buy it and see, like, some stuff that I'm not going to be able to show off because I don't have any money. But, yeah. Take it easy, Spooktacular Thread. I'll probably be back with another different game.